Hey friends, today we are going to be learning asynchronously, which means instead of having a live lesson together, you're going to watch this quick recording, and then you're going to go ahead and do a couple assignments for me on your own today. Because we're making the schedule change, we are going to flip our Wednesday and Thursday schedule. So instead of doing science today like we normally do on Wednesdays, we're going to use today as another vocabulary and CERN day. And then tomorrow we'll come back and finish up our science discussion about revolution and the seasons. So today you'll notice on your Canvas page you have two assignments. You have vocabulary, which is your picture dictionary, where we draw a picture to represent each of your words. And then after that it says CERN. Please make sure you have completed up to Mission 5, Lessons 13 and 14. And keep in mind, if you're doing 2 lessons, this should take about 30 to 45 minutes. So this is a good chunk of time that you need to spend continuing to get caught up on CERN, because this is going to be really important to help you be successful with Mr. Mearson's class with fractions. So those are your 2 jobs today. I'm going to go ahead and work through the picture dictionary with you. Remember, as always, what I draw in mine, you don't have to draw in yours. So if you have another idea in mind, totally fine, but this is just meant to help you kind of brainstorm some possible ideas. So today for materials, you'll need your vocabulary notebook and pencil, and then the remainder of the time, you'll need your Clever badge to get onto CERN. So I'm opening up to where we left off with our words. And the first thing I'm going to do is just turn the page and copy those new words. Let me zoom in. Copy this week's words into my picture dictionary. So we had infinite, faint, urgent, fret, and disperse. So I'm going to work through this pretty quickly as I'm recording. I'm not going to give as much wait time, but you can always press pause, get this copy down, or like I said, you can draw your own picture. It is totally fine what you want to do here. So my first word is infinite, and remember that means just an endless amount or an unlimited amount. And so when I think of infinite, I think about my dog and him having an infinite appetite. So it's an endless appetite. He's never done eating. So that's what I'm going to draw, because you know I'll take any excuse to think about my dog. So again, my picture doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just going to draw a quick sketch of my dog. Come back and draw his tail. He has a curly tail and pointy ears and a tongue hanging out of his mouth as always. So I've got a quick picture of my dog, and I'm just going to draw a really big bowl of food. And maybe I'll draw some treats over here too. And another bag of food over here. Okay, and if you want, you can add a little caption. So I might write, never enough food. He will eat and eat and eat. So he has an infinite appetite. Again, you don't have to draw my picture. You can draw whatever infinite represents to you. So a lot of us were talking about a little sibling having an infinite amount of energy. You could draw that, or anything else that represents just an endless or really large amount. Okay? Our next word is faint. And I really liked yesterday, a couple of you gave me the sentence that, you know, you were in one room, so I'm going to draw myself over here. And then all the way over here, let me see, how can I draw a phone? And it's ringing, but it's very quiet. So all the way over here, I can only faintly hear the ringing of the phone in the other room. So we'll say this is in one room, and here I am over here. So I can only faintly hear the ringing phone in the other room, because remember, faint means very weakly or unclear, meaning it's not quite so loud or so strong. Okay? urgent, for urgent, something that's really important or needs immediate attention, I think about getting, let's see here, maybe I'll show a fire truck, because a fire truck does urgent business, and it's very urgent that a fire truck can get to the scene of a fire quickly. Oops, speed that up a little bit. Draw a person in there driving it. And maybe I'll say over here, I'll draw the house that might have caught on fire. And I'm showing that it's urgent that the fire truck get there quickly. Very important. It needs immediate attention. Okay, again, feel free to pause to either copy down what I'm doing or think of your own picture to add. All right, the next word is fret, which remember is a synonym for worry, thinking about worrying about something. So maybe I can draw, usually fret is going to be a not so good feeling if you're fretting about something. So maybe I'll draw a picture of somebody, and I'm going to put kind of an unhappy face on them because they're concerned. And I'm going to make a pile of books to represent, man, they have a lot of work tonight. So these are all their schoolworks, and they're worrying about all the work they have to do. And since my books look kind of like cake, I'm going to add a caption that says, so much work to do tonight. So I'm fretting, I'm worrying about all the work that I have to do. Again, you don't have to draw what I'm drawing, but you're welcome to. All right, the last word here is disperse. Remember, disperse meant to spread out all over. So I'm going to draw, I liked picturing this one, so I'm going to draw a tree. And I'll put some leaves on there. But what I want to show is that most of the leaves are dispersed all over the yard. So this would be fall. And most of the leaves have fallen and are dispersed throughout the yard. Again, you could think about a stadium, people dispersing out of an arena after a game. You could think about toys being dispersed all over the floor in your room. We had lots of good examples for our sentences yesterday for disperse, so make your choice. And once you have your picture dictionary done, again, feel free to pause if you need more time to work on it. But next up for you is Zern, and again, remember, we're spending about 30 to 45 minutes, so this should take a little bit of time. Get started on that, and your goal is to get caught up through lessons 13 and 14 on Zern, okay? So I'm sorry I don't get to see you guys live today, but we'll get started again tomorrow. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.